We go back now to the scene outside Wits University where students have been protesting for a third day now, but today a very different type of protest as police fired rubber bullets at the students and one bypasser now having lost his life. I must say, though, that it hasn't yet been confirmed whether this individual is a student or not, but from the information that we are getting, he is not a student but was coming out of a clinic and was a passerby at that particular time. We've got our two reporters on the ground, Zikona Jona as well as Linda Mnisi, keeping us abreast of all the developments as they unfold. Linda, if you could give us an update as to what is transpiring now. I can see that the area has been cordoned off, some Metro Police there trying to ensure that the integrity of that particular scene is maintained.
Okay, Tammy, what we're seeing right now are some members of the JMPD really coming forward to where the area that's just been cordoned off to keep students at bay. I'm just going to try to bring in JMPD spokesperson to try and tell us really what the plan is right now. Thank you so much for your time. What we're seeing is, some members of the JMPD really now, coming out where now this area has been cordoned off. What is your plan, seeing that students are quite upset about what has happened?
Thank you so much. As JMPD is traffic control today, so what you can see that De Beer Street has been closed off between Stevens and Jorrison. There isn't much any traffic disruptions. It's just that this scene has caused much attention in the area.
Absolutely, and I mean, does it then necessitate that some of your members stand where it's cordoned off? I've just been trying to understand exactly the need for them to stand here when it's already demarcated, when students already know that they're not supposed to be on the other side.
Unfortunately, what I've seen is that people have been trying to break through the barricades, so officers need to be here to protect the crime scene.
And for motorists, what is the plan for this afternoon? Because it seems, nobody can trust that it's safe at this point.
Our officers have been deployed throughout the area. They've been deployed here in Braamfontein and also in Auckland Park. So whenever there are movements of the protesters, they'll be there to divert traffic.
All right, there you have it. That's Xolani Fihla from the JMPD speaking there about some of the plans that they have for this afternoon, but also, their members trying to, make sure, Tammy, that some of those students do not pass this barricade. It's been cordoned off, as you can see. Some of the forensics teams have already arrived on scene. We've seen some of them taking pictures of the deceased and, making sure that nobody is coming close. I mean, I had a conversation with the police earlier on, and they were saying that, having a lot of people come into the scene is really distracting them and the work that they're trying to do. So it seems at this point, police are keeping a close eye on the latest developments and what will happen, thereafter.
Linda, if you could give us a rundown as to what the expectations are from the students now with the way forward. I mean, we had seen a little bit earlier on now that the students have sat themselves down and they are singing songs. What is the expectation? What is the way forward now? It seems like all of the gunshots have stopped. The rubber bullets and the firing of that has stopped now. Students are sitting down. What are the expectations? What are the next steps forward?
Well, they haven't told us what their plan is for this afternoon, but what we do know is that they were adamant that they were not going to stop protesting until Wits University really attends to their demand. Financial exclusion, Tammy, really is at the heart of this, and unfortunately, it has now come to this. It's been a couple of days that this has been happening, but now it's really starting to grab headlines as now that development has just happened. So the plan really at this point is unclear, but what is also clear is that the students are quite angry about what has happened. I mean, if you listen to some of the songs that they sing, Sizofunda Ngenkani, they making sure that they send that message that we will get educated. This financial exclusion needs to come to an end because it seems it is, the reason why we get to this point. But also, I've been hearing some of them really questioning, how police have been handling them throughout. So we haven't really, established what exactly really happened before this incident happened. So a lot of them questioning public order policing, saying that, well, is this really how it's supposed to be? Some lessons must have been drawn from the Marikana massacre. There's been panels that looked at, the protesting. So why is it that even in 2021, we're still seeing some people lose their lives when people exercise their democratic right to take to the streets and protest?